Hello, I'm Athena, and I'd like to share my story with the Blue Shield scalar wave devices. They have been such an incredible gift and blessing in my life. It blows my mind, literally. um, I want to just shout it from all the mountaintops. This technology has given me back my life. That's truly how I feel about it. I was really not in a good condition in my physical vessel and in my mind for a very long time, really struggling with being in a vessel and often wanting to just peel off my skin because it was so uncomfortable to be in this body, and I didn't understand what it was and why my body felt so agitated and so just under immense stress. Like it was just like so much work just to be sitting, so much work. Even just lying down sometimes was like exhausting. Walking stairs, all of these things sometimes we can take for granted. They were big deals for me in the body that I was living in. So, you'd see me kind of walking, I'd be hunched over around the home, because very contracted, because my body, it's like it was battling something, it was working overtime. And I always knew that I've been a highly sensitive being since a child. I always kind of hear things that others might not necessarily hear. I feel everything so intensely that others might not notice. And so I knew that I'm almost like an antenna, if you will, my own energetic being. Since we are energy, after all, we are beings of frequency, right? And I'm picking up on all of these energies, and as aren't we all, right? It just appears that some of us seem to be more affected in more palpable ways than others. So for a long time, just really struggling with a myriad symptoms, and it's like my body would kind of get stuck in these patterns of deep contraction and deep inflammation, and it wouldn't know how to release it, how to let go. So I was regularly working with healers to help me to clear my field continually, and we didn't understand why it wasn't able to do it on its own, right? Like my body should function, my body should do these things. Even, I worked so hard with keeping a very clean diet and lifestyle and doing all the things, and it felt like a waste oftentimes, and I didn't understand like why it wasn't adding up. And right, it wasn't doing what purportedly it was intended to do. And so anyway, around that time, a friend that was a new friend, we got into conversation about the EMF. It came up, and they mentioned about Blue Shield and about, this incredible innovation with the scalar waves, and they just were sharing all about it. And at that same time, I had a grounding pad that I used for many, many years to keep me, when I was on a device, it grounded me to the earth, and, had also gridded the home with organite. And that grounding pad actually broke. So I was like, well, it's time. Like, it's time to explore the next thing to help with the EMF frequencies in my environment, knowing that it would be of benefit to do that, and not at all aware of what was to ensue. So the package arrived with the Blue Shield plug-in and Blue Shield portable devices. and I plugged in the plug-in, and, you know, wasn't expecting anything or anything like that. And I remember just very quickly noting that it felt like I could exhale in my body. Like my body somehow was able to just relax a little bit more and let go. And I started to notice this vitality. Like, I mean, I don't ever remember experiencing that vitality. There may have been times when, as a little girl in the woods, deep in the forest, where I experienced that. Yeah, you know, as a small child. But since that, for so many years, like what I've known has been this very painful, uncomfortable experience of being in a body, and my body contracting, my body not working properly. And so all of a sudden, I just like felt amazing, right? So walking up the stairs being this task of drudgery and very challenging, all of a sudden I felt like I could fly up the stairs. I felt so much vitality, like there was just this buoyancy to my step and levity within my whole body. The pain went away. I felt my body was being fortified on a whole new level. I felt a coherency in my mind and a clarity. I felt I'm very sensitive. I'm very in tune with my body. So I can speak these things with because I feel them all. And I felt like I could exhale, breathe really deeply. And yeah, just this renewed strength and vitality in my body like I haven't known, right? Because I haven't been able to work out. It's so exhausting, right? If I try for a minute to do something really gentle, it's often too much for my body. So I'm just, take it very gentle. And now, literally, I have so much strength. I can get on the rebounder, I can get with weights, I can fly up the stairs. Even what I noticed, so my dog, he's an elderly dog, 13 years old, and he's been very kind of like weak and slow. And when we've been going for walks, the old man has this incredible vitality now too. And it's incredible to see it being reflected in him as well. That like when we go on these walks, before both of us were dragging. And now like both of us are just like, feeling good and moving a lot faster and with a lot more vitality coursing through our being. So that has been really profound and incredible blessing, which I'm very grateful for. One thing that I did notice is that I left the home to go to a gathering and I brought the portable with me. And the portable, I believe it has a 3-meter radius to it. And I actually kept it in my bag, and I was quite a distance. I was more than 3 meters away from my bag for most of the night. And I noticed that after that event, that was the first time that all of my symptoms came crashing back. Because my body lost that entrainment to these scalar waves, and there were a lot of devices in the space. There was Alexa, a lot of wireless devices going on, and I started to get headache. My body started to feel really heavy again. And so, coming home and re-entraining back, I was so grateful that it started to come back. My body cleared. My body rebalanced and harmonized. But that was very powerful for me to notice the stark difference. So I do plan to upgrade to the premium portable when I'm out, which has, I believe, double the distance that it's able to harmonize. And so, these devices really are powerful and profound. And for one who might be experiencing any symptoms whatsoever, having these coherent waves in the environment, it's life-changing. absolutely 100%. You know, I've had momentary experiences during meditations, during sound baths, and things like that, where I come into a harmonic resonance and then I experience temporary reprieve. This technology, the scalar technology through Blue Shield, it's given me a lasting reprieve from my symptoms, and my body can truly begin to thrive again. And I feel like this can benefit so many, you know, the plants, the animals, the humans, all of our workspaces and home living spaces. And so I couldn't recommend it highly enough. It's incredible. It can change so many lives, of ourselves, our families, our loved ones. So yeah, I encourage you to look into it. It might well be that missing puzzle piece that transforms your life and the life of those that you love as well. So thank you for listening to my story.